you unfortunately have to take the route of divorce, and then there's no protection for the women from men that are pretty much have dementia. Okay, they are premature dementia and reacting irrationally and making decisions that isn't logical financially, and reacting out of rage, because that's a big part of it. They have built up emotional personality disorders such as narcissism and so on and so on.
Welcome back to another episode of Clock Conversations. I'm your host, Fahim, and today we got some more TikTok content. Former pro football wife, truth and reality. I'm not here to waste your time. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get into it.
Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to be sharing my truth right now. My truth, let's see. I am divorcing currently a former NFL player, and if you are aware of the truth of what happens to these NFL players, then you can understand why we're getting divorced. My soon-to-be ex-husband, father of my children, has CTE precursors, PTSD, and all the things that can make it very uncomfortable and difficult to be married to him. And I don't blame him. I blame him for not getting help, because a lot of these players feel like they're Greek gods that can go on existing without getting the help that they really need and require to actually function healthily. But I blame a lot on the NFL. That is my truth. I have issues with the NFL and their lack of accountability, their lack of empathy, and their lack of actually ownership. You see them when they're recruiting these kids. Oh, he's a beast. He's a monster. He's going to kill somebody out there. He's going to take off somebody's head. Oh my God. You see that when they're recruiting, when they're ready to draft a player. In knowing how much of a weapon, a destructive weapon, a weapon of mass destruction, I like that, they can be, and to have them go out there, play your games, get your money, and they make a lot of money, so much money, and not give these players any full-time health care, any kind of something therapeutic for them to go and use as some kind of resource to help with their brain issues. I mean, they have some things, they do, but it's not enough. It's very bare minimum. They don't have anything for the children who are suffering with this, for the spouses that are, I mean, let's put it out there. There are spouses being unalived by former players. There are spouses that are currently being beat by former players. You've seen some of them in action in elevators. You hear the stories of Hall of Famers once upon a time throwing women off of balconies and laughing about it. I wasn't able to laugh about that. I didn't find anything funny about that. There's a lot that is happening behind the closed doors when those lights are off the field and the commercial breaks are happening. You get me? There's a lot that's really going on. And there are a lot of women that are divorcing their spouses, even though that may not be the choice we want to do or want to take. It's something we're forced to take because it's just not healthy to stay in those dynamics. It's very uncomfortable. It's very toxic. And you have kids. You have pets that are being beaten on. It's a lot going on. And you unfortunately have to take the route of divorce, and then there's no protection for the women from men that are pretty much have dementia. Okay, they are premature dementia and reacting irrationally and making decisions that isn't logical financially, and reacting out of rage, because that's a big part of it. They have built up emotional personality disorders such as narcissism and so on and so on. And no one really cares when you're the woman in the situation, right? They care about the man that has the shield of the NFL backing him, because that's who he used to be. This person that he currently is unrecognizable to people that actually know him. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting to try to fight these battles of just trying to live and take care of your kids as best as you can, even though you're a broken person with your own issues now. You now have PTSD, your damn self. You now have trauma issues that has shocked your nervous system, and you'll never be the same. Yeah. Everybody wants to be a baller's wife, right? Yeah, it looks so good. We make it look easy. We make it look so good. But baby, everything costs. That beautiful life, everything costs. And sometimes it costs things that is priceless. And you pretty much make that agreement without knowing. And this doesn't go for everyone. Fortunately, not every player reaches these type of detriments, but there's a good portion of families that are destroyed, that are suffering, that are struggling, that are paying the cost for you to enjoy a game and ask me my favorite team. I don't have one. I don't watch football anymore. I can't take it because I know what it's producing. Every time I see an extreme hit of a player that doesn't get right back up, I know what it's doing to his brain. I know what it will do to his family if he doesn't get the help that he needs. And it's not even like I want to attack the NFL. I have a lot of ideas that could actually help. I have a lot of initiatives that could be started and that could help the players and their families, their spouses, because not only are we talking about brain damage and divorces and all these issues, there's also the issue of bankruptcy. These players you think are making so much money end up bankrupt very fast after they retire. And it could be fixed. It could be changed with snap of a finger. NFL makes enough money. A lot of my initiatives don't really require that much money. It's a solution-based thing that can actually be resolved, remedied even. My goal is to actually get that taken care of. My goal is to be the woman that pioneers the change, because it's time. I'm not really a person that can sit down and just let shit go. Especially with what my family had to pay. Somebody owes me. Somebody owes me something. And it doesn't have to be money. That'll come. Soon come. I'm not worried about money. It will come. But I just don't want to see the destruction of these players and their families anymore. It's not fair. It's not right. The owners and all that get to go on holidays with their family and enjoy those times, and they don't have to worry about it. You don't have to suffer the same consequences of signing that deal. And you know this. But what are you going to do about it? I know what I'm going to do about it. And I pray that God gives me the energy that I need to conquer my goals in this. Because I got a lot of women that are ready to back me up in getting this taken care of and done. So, for you girls out there that want to be baller wives, baby, buckle up. It's one hell of a ride. I hope you're ready for it. Those that just got drafted, I hope you're ready for it. Prepare yourself now. Secure yourself now. That's my truth. Okay, so that video was made a year ago, and it stayed in my drafts because I was a little nervous about, speaking my truth. But let's go over some things here. Me and my ex were together for 20 years. We got together before he made it, and I was with him years after he was diagnosed with his brain trauma. Okay, this has nothing to do with money and people throwing up vows that they ain't never took and mentioning in the Bible that they hardly read. Baby, please, you don't know the intimate details on why this decision of divorce came to be, okay? And it wasn't an easy decision. I would have loved and been with that man forever if it was possible. Trust me. But the decisions that was made it had to be. I'm not going to go into details. I'm not going to share with you who he is. That is not your business, because he's not here in this video. I am. So that's the only person you need to worry about, me. All right. He played for 6 years for 3 different teams. And he is a very much different person now. I feel very, very sad for the circumstances that are within my family. Like I hate how things are for my children, and I hate that so many people are like, I'm happy that you guys are connecting to me and reaching out to me, but it breaks my heart that people are actually like relating to this situation that I'm in. Like, it doesn't make me happy, but it does make me happy that I'm able to share my information, to share my wisdom, because I became damn near a neuroscience doctor or neurologist. There we go, a neurologist, trying to research and figure out all the ways to save my husband. Like, because meeting the doctor from Concussion, like the real one, not real Will Smith, but the real one, and him telling my husband, just enjoy your family because you're going to die from this, I wasn't accepting that. No way in hell. I had to remind my husband, like, he deals with dead people. He don't know how to save you. He don't know how to fix that. He don't know how to work with the living. So just brush that off and let's stay focused. I researched. I connected my ex-husband, with players that are advocates, that are doing their own research and finding ways to maintain and find their own balance with what their brain trauma damage or whatever it is. I've done all the things, y'all. I've done all the things. And yeah, there's nothing more I can really do now, and that bothers me because he's still the father of my children, and I do want him to be around a long time, even though we're not on speaking terms. Like, I pray often that changes. I pray that it all changes. But yeah, this wasn't an easy decision. I am happy that I'm connecting with some of you all, and I'm able to share my wisdom and what I do know to help you. Like, that really, it lifts the weight off my heart a little bit, just to be able to do that. And so I do have initiatives. I do have plans. I do have things that I want to pitch to, yes, not just the NFL, the NCAA as well. I see a lot of comments about that. I see a lot of comments about other contact sports, like all of them. This isn't just solidified with one branch. You get me? There are a lot of people out here that need the help and support that I have ideas for. When it comes to the military, baby, I don't know too much about that. I'm praying for y'all. I do know that the veterans are struggling. I'm aware of that. And I pray for you all. My daughter's actually going into the Army. So we are on a united front in understanding that there's a lot of support that needs to be given and a lot of change that needs to be had. And I'm only one person, y'all. I'm only one person. But give me time, give me a moment, and I promise you, I will figure this out on how to do what I can to do my part. I see people asking me to write a book and possibly do a movie. And trust me, that is a part of my goals. Like, I would love to write a book, but I know not a lot of people are reading these days, and that could be a problem. But I want to write a book, but I also want to put it on a screen, because there's so much to be said. There's so much that I feel like a movie isn't long enough. I feel like a TV show is more suffice to what's needed for me to actually put my story out there. Because, baby, that little video, oh my God, that was just a little snippet. Like, that was not even a full exposure of what I've gone through. There's so much. So I mean, connections, if there's anybody out there that are ghostwriters, got their production team, whatever, hit me up. Hit me up, DM me, reach out to me, okay? I'll reach back. Just, let's connect and let's get to work. And if there is any wives out there, any NFL wives, NFL kids, please, 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 DM me. DM me, DM me, DM me. Because there's something that I have an idea. I have an idea. Reach out to me. Thank y'all for the support and the love. I love you back.
So, what do you guys think about this story time? I think that this is a lesson for many sisters that go after brothers that are athletes. A lot of people think that it is easy being with a high performing male. It is not. Many of the men that are high performing in any industry are men that are going to be away from home a lot, are going to have time away from their children, time away from you, and fostering a good and healthy relationship with you and the family. In the case of an NFL player, you're constantly getting hit. You're constantly getting bruised and battered and injured. I say that to say I can see how that can have a negative impact on your family and result in you getting CTE and becoming very abusive towards them. So there are costs that you have to consider that are non-monetary, that are actually very sentimental in regards to you having a relationship with a man in the NFL. Also, you spoke about, or she spoke about, the cost of being with an NFL player as a woman in particular. And to that, I would have to say, these are things that you have to think of as a woman before you get with an NFL player. Because as a woman, you decided to accept this man into your life. A man cannot force himself upon you. There are laws against that. I'm against that. The whole society is against that. I say that to say you accepted this man, and you have to accept the consequences that come with being with this man. Otherwise, you're just playing victim. And I don't think that that's good for any woman that's in a situation like this. In addition to that, she spoke about being bankrupt. Yeah, a lot of these athletes are bankrupt. Bankrupt emotionally, bankrupt mentally, but especially bankrupt financially. They oftentimes don't have any financial literacy. They get caught in the high life. They get caught in being in the limelight, having all the attention on them, instead of getting caught with financial literacy, understanding money, knowing how to invest money, and knowing how to make money last for generations. And so these are things that you should think about as somebody who is an athlete instead of spending money recklessly. And finally, she talked about players getting hit and CTE. And one of the things I wanted to talk about in regards to that was helmets. Given that the NFL has literally billions of dollars, a multi-billion-dollar corporate conglomerate, they could absolutely invest in making a helmet technology that prevents athletes from being hurt or injured. But instead, they don't. Because they don't actually care about the players. They only care about the players to the extent that they will make money for them. And so that is something that you have to consider if you do wish to be an NFL player, if you do wish to be an athlete in general. Excuse me. I've often said the same thing about the NHL, hockey, that a lot of those players get sliced in the neck, they get sliced in the on the hands if they fall or something like that. This is something that could easily be rectified. It's $1 billion corporate conglomerate as well. There's no reason why somebody should be getting damn near decapitated on the ice in 2025. There's no reason for that. There's definitely different paddings or different types of technology that have to be available to those players to make sure that those injuries are prevented. But like I said, in a capitalist system, profit is above people. And that is made manifest every time one of these situations are brought to the limelight. But let me know down in the comments below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you think that it is on her to make sure that she does not get with a man like this, and make sure that she gets with a man who actually wants to be there and does not suffer from being in an industry such as the NFL? Or do you guys disagree with me and think that she should not be held accountable for this and that it should all be on him, given that he is the player and he should be made responsible for looking after his own health? Thank you for tuning into this Clocked Out Conversation. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.